Okay, we're going to continue to look at determining the equation of a parabola. And we're just going to add in a slight new dimension to these examples from the ones that we looked at previously. Okay, so each of the following parabolas is of the form y equals ax squared plus b. In each case, find a. Okay, let's start with example 1. Okay, now the first point to note is that the parabola does not go through the origin this time. I'm told that it goes through the point 213 and that the parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus 1. I need to find a. Okay, so it's that straight substitution thing again. So when the x coordinate is 2, the y coordinate is 13. When the x coordinate is 2, the y coordinate is 13. So let's sub that in then. So y is going to be 13, and that will be equal to a multiplied by the x coordinate squared, which is 2 squared plus 1. Okay, so 2 squared is 4, so that's 4 times a, 4a plus 1. So I've now got 4a plus 1 is equal to 13. That's just a simple equation then. 4a will be equal to 12. Bring the 4 down, divide. And the final answer is a is equal to 3. Okay, next one, example 2. And again, the parabola does not go through the origin. It does, however, go through the point 338. And the parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus 2, and I need to find a. So again, the x coordinate is 3, when the y coordinate is 38. So when the y coordinate is 38, the x coordinate is 3. Okay, so that's 38 equals, a times 3 squared is a times 9, that's 9a. And I've still got the plus 2. Simple equation, 2 off of both sides. 9a is equal to 36, bring the 9 down, divide. A is equal to 36 over 9, final answer, a is equal to 4. Okay, example 3. Parabola this time goes through the point minus 213. I'm told that the parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus 3. And I need to find a. Okay, so when the x coordinate is minus 2, the y coordinate is 13. Let's sub that in. When the y coordinate is 13, the x coordinate is minus 2. Now note that, again, when I'm squaring the negative number, I'm being really careful and I'm wrapping a bracket around that to make sure that the minus is also getting squared. So that's 13 is equal to minus 2 all squared is 4. So that will be a times 4 plus 3. That's 13 equals 4a plus 3. Simple equation. 3 from both sides. And 4a will be equal to 10. bring the 10 down, divide, a equals 10 over 4. And I won't get a whole number answer with that, but I can certainly simplify it, and I must simplify it at that point to get 5 over 2 final answer. Okay, let's try another one. Right, this time we've got another inverted parabola. It goes to the point -3, -7. And the parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus 2. And I need to again find a. Straight substitution, when the x coordinate is -3, the y coordinate is -7. When the y coordinate is -7, the x coordinate is -3. That's what I've did there. It's just been a straight substitution. Where I see y, I'll replace it with -7. Where I see x, I'll replace it with -3. Okay, so let's continue. -3 all squared, that's 9. So that's a times 9, 9a. Remember the plus 2. 9a plus 2 equals -7. I then take 2 off of both sides. 9a equals -9. I then bring the 9 down and divide. A equals -9 over 9, and a is equal to -1. Final answer. Okay, let's try another. One more. Okay, so the parabola goes through a point -3, 40. The parabola is of the form y equals ax squared minus 5, and I need to find the value of a. Straight substitution, when the x coordinate is -3, the y coordinate is 40. When the y coordinate is 40, the x coordinate is -3, so that's not been substituted in. Where I see y, I replaced it with 40. Where I see x, I replaced it with -3, and since I was squaring x and squaring -3, I wrapped a bracket around it. Okay, 40 equals a times -3 squared. Well, -3 squared is 9, so that's 9 times a, 9a. Okay, simple equation, 9a minus 5 is equal to 40. Add 5 onto both sides, 9a equals 45. Bring the 9 down, divide 45 over 9, and a is equal to 5. Final answer.